I guess we got to start with Michigan State and panic button time out of one game. Like, what is your takeaway with this with losing to JMU at home with a team that is a team that brings back a ton of dudes, and typically when you have a team like that, those are the teams that are supposed to be a little bit better at the start of the season because there's more cohesiveness and all that sort of thing. And they could not make anything. It felt like Izzo's not even completely sure what he wants his lineups to be. Michigan State fans have already talked themselves into like, actually, this is going to be a good thing for us in the long run. Where do you stand on this with Michigan State losing the season opener as the number 4 team in the country?
Whenever Michigan State loses like an early game to like a team that they should beat, they always go back to the national championship season. Like they do that whenever this happens.
Yeah.
But I would say this. I would say that Tyson Walker was very, very good. James Madison is also a very good team. Do not sleep on them. They've got some guys who are in their 4th and 5th years. Some really good transfers from high majors back in the DMV area, and that's like their like last chance of getting to do something in the postseason and for their college career. So first and foremost, JMU is a very good team. 1, 2, Tyson Walker's backcourt mates has got to be way, way better.
Yeah.
AJ Hogard is very good. He really didn't do much. Jay Nakins too. He didn't do much. I feel like they were just watching Tyson just do his thing, and I feel like as a unit they're so much better. Like Tyson dropping 30 is cool, but when Tyson has 15, 16, Akins has like his 13, 14, AJ has his 12, 13, that's when they're most dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I guess like the thing I was struggling with coming into the season is like I sort of understood the hype. Like the recruiting class is great. You're bringing all these dudes back that we've seen when they're at their best. Like Hogard could be, when he's on, like he is one of the best players in the conference. And Tyson Walker obviously is a bucket. And Malik Hall is, well, we can get to him in a second. But you're bringing a recruiting class in with these dudes. I saw the vision, but at the same time I'm thinking, all right, so you got a team that is a bring everyone back team, quote unquote. But they were a 7 seed last year. They were a 7 seed the year before. Like, this isn't like a team that was like running through the Big Ten. So I was trying to like reconcile like why is there hype for this team? But at the same time, I do kind of see that like down the road they are going to be pretty good. It just feels like a weird mix right now because to me like the freshmen are the guys to be excited about, but Izzo's not going to play freshmen out of the gate. It's like I don't know what. You want to trust Izzo because he is Mr. March, as they say, and that like by the time the season rolls around, he'll have figured all this out, and all the adversity they go through is actually a good thing and all that. But I'm just curious, like as the season does wear on, how much of a roller coaster is this going to be for Michigan State? Like how many lessons are they going to have to learn along the way, and how many guys are going to get pulled out of starting lineups and put it,
Yeah, they do. Like I'll say like last year they were a 7 seed because their depth, which is not there. I think they played like 9 or 10 scholarship guys last year, and they had 1 or 2 guys get hurt. 1 or 2 guys get hurt on a team that has 9 or 10 scholarship guys. You now have a 7 or 8 man rotation plus 1 or 2 walk-ons. You're just not as good, especially if you have foul trouble. So they did drop some games because of their depth. So I think coming back this year, basically with the same guys, they missed Joey Hauser a lot.
Yeah.
They missed Joey because I think Joey hits a couple threes in that game to push the lead to 3 to 7, to like 3 to 6 or 4 to 7, right? Those big clutch shots or that big clutch rebound or big clutch defensive possession where he's just in the right place at the right time because he's a senior, he's mature, he's experienced. But Cohen Carr is very good. I love his energy, but outside of Cohen Carr, Izzo doesn't trust any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Say Xavier Booker, the highest ranked one, Izzo doesn't trust him yet. Fears he's playing behind one of the toughest backcourts in the country, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. He's just not going to get those reps. But Cohen Carr, he trusts him. I said before the year, I wonder how long it's going to take for Izzo to put Cohen Carr at the 5.
Whoa.
I was like, wild. I don't know how long it's going to take for him, but are you in 2 or 3 minutes left? Are you putting in Matty Sissoko, Carson Cooper, or Cohen Carr? I'm like, it's going to be Cohen Carr.
Yeah.
And sure enough, first game, first game, I was so hyped because I called that shit. It was insane. It
Yeah.
was insane.
Uh,
But they had more depth this year, so I'm not pushing panic button yet.